Hey, good morning. So it is October 19th. It's a Monday morning, and we're going to do a slow flow yoga this morning, or yoga flow. I don't know if it'll be slow. If we feel like we need a little bit longer time in some areas to stretch out, we're going to do that. Let's go ahead and start in a soft seated position on my meditation stool. Still. Ah. Good, and we'll sit up nice and tall, so zip it up through the spine. And we've been working our way through the 8 limbs of yoga. So we did the yamas and niyamas, and then we did pranayama and yamas, niyamas, asanas, the movements, pranayama, breath control. And today we're going to focus on pratyahara, which is withdrawal of the senses. So this is when we really start getting into, we'll say, the upper chakras. So what are the senses when we sense things, we feel them, and they affect us not only emotionally but also physically. So pratyahara, this could be a really good place to focus on the heart, because we tend to store that energy of those thoughts, what we're thinking about, in the heart. So it can be good, we can be elevated and feel really good, or it can really draw us down. It affects the heart, the lungs, all of those types of things. When we're breathing deeper, we feel really good. And as we move through the day, we get sucked into these little things out here that affect our emotion instead of being withdrawn. And when I think of withdrawn, I think of non-reactive. So instead of taking action when we should, we're not reacting. So sometimes it's easier just to say, I'm just not going to go there. That doesn't feel good to me. Listen to your body, listen to your energy, your emotion, your mind, the subtle body. We can feel things when we start really tuning in on a deeper level. So let's come to that soft seated position, and we're just going to sit up nice and tall and close our eyes. And just bring our awareness, we might shift the gaze of our eyes up to the third eye, the space between the eyebrows. And we'll just begin to listen to our breath. Inhaling, we'll gaze up at that third eye. And then as we exhale, we'll take that gaze down towards the tip of the nose. So remember, the eyes are closed, so it's a roll up and a roll down to the tip of the nose. Inhaling up, exhaling to the tip of the nose. Focused on the movement of the eyes, of the breath, of the third eye, and the tip of the nose. And exhale and release. So there's many ways that we can calm down our mind, to withdraw, to come back in the body, to be more present. That's just a quick little exercise. The other one is those deep, deep breaths, full exhalations. So we're expanding and contracting the body. So as we move through our practice today, let's try to let go of the things that are on the outside of the doors or the walls that surround us. We'll hop out there soon enough. And just focus on each pose, being present, withdrawing any attachment, any meaning. If you can't quite get perfect in the pose you think, don't draw any meaning to that. We're just moving, we're flowing, we're in the stream. Good. So let's take it back to our mats. Gonna have the setup a little bit different because of the sun coming in the window today. I'm gonna grab my water. So we'll come up either to the top of our mat. I'm gonna start at the back. Just for the light factor. Or from the side. I guess I can start up at the top. Okay, so we start with those feet hip width apart. We're going to press down into the toe bud. So lift all the toes up, lift the pinky toes up, and then bring the big toe down, and then each toe to follow. And we might just keep that pinky toe up. When we do this, we feel internal rotation, so that internal rotation at the hip. So we want that thigh to move back and out. We're creating space. Let's go ahead and circle sweep up. Exhale, swan diving down, soft knees pressing the booty back and up. Just moving into a gentle flow. Keeping that low back nice and flat, sticking that booty back. I know you got it. I'm going to turn the music up just a little bit. It's a nice gentle flow. Exhaling, lifting the pelvic floor. We're still flowing, warming up. Holding at the top, exhaling mountain pose, lateral flexion, side to side. I always love these on a Monday morning. Opening the body. Nice deep breaths. Just bringing some heat and energy into the body. We're still pressing the inside of the feet down and in, lifting the pinky toes. Thigh bones back. And back to the center. Roll the shoulders back. Press the elbows back. Kind of reminds me on a little choo-choo train set, how it makes the wheels go round. Good, and soften the arms, shake them out. We'll take the feet wide. Good. Toes turn out. So when we come into the down position, the knees are tracking over the toes. We're just going to take it a little side to side. We'll do that little shoulder drop. Just warming up all these muscles, getting started today. Focusing on each movement, each breath. Taking that booty back. Noticing our posture, chin to the throat. And back to the center, circle sweeping up. Sunflowers down and up. Take that booty back, circle sweeping up. Softening the facial muscles, noticing the space between the eyes. And hold at the top. Let's go ahead and lift right onto the toes, lengthening out through the fingertips. Lifting the heels. Deep breaths. And gently come down. Nice. Let's press those palms down and take it side to side. So we push one side down and then the other. So we're kind of squeezing into the oblique and back. Tuning into all parts of the body. And coming back up to center. Let's go ahead and step it in. And we're going to start at the top of our mat. Circle sweeping up. Exhaling, forward fold. All the way back. Inhaling, monkey. Nice. And we'll step that left foot back for lunge. I'm actually going to step forward. The rug move. Good. So pressing back, so we're in that nice tall lunge. The knee is right over the ankle. The hand is down underneath the shoulder. We're pressing back through the back leg. Nice. And we'll step back to downward facing dog. Oh, this feels good today. Lifting the elbows, the armpits, taking those thigh bones back and lifting out of the seat bones. Hollowing up the belly. Nice. We'll come down to the knees and back to child's pose. Shifting the weight forward as we move through those modified vinyasas. Plank, low plank, baby cobra. Roll the shoulders back, peel the elbows back towards the hips. Lift, child's pose back, and we'll flow through a few of those. Breathing. Tuning into our inner strength. Knowing what our energy levels feel like. Noticing that every thought that we think about affects our energy. So we want to keep our vibration high. Back to child's pose. And we'll stack the fists and just let that low back open up here. Nice deep breaths out into the side body. And gently coming up to hero's pose. Draw the knees together. Sitting back, roll the shoulders. Here's that choo-choo train back. Bring the fists down. Open up the heart. If it's an option for you, lifting the hips. And gently coming down. Sweep the hands forward and we'll step that left foot through for lunge. Coming up, turning the back toes under. Bring the hand down. Back hand to the hip. Roll the shoulder back, tuck the belly button into the spine. Bring the shoulders back and reaching up. And gently coming back. Taking it back to downward facing dog. And walking it up to forward fold. Letting the head be heavy, shaking it yes. Shifting the weight to the inside of the feet, lifting the pinky toes. Taking the thigh bones back, knee extension, we lift towards the hips. Inhaling monkey, circle sweeping up. Exhaling mountain pose. I think there might be something going on with the camera. It looks really foggy. There, oh, what happened? Oh, maybe there's some sun coming in from somewhere. Did that do it? It's right there. Hang on, I'm going to get creative here. Better. It's amazing what we can do. Good. So again, from the top of our mat, circle sweeping up, exhaling forward fold, inhaling monkey. Now we'll step the left lunge back. So again, we're up nice and tall. Pressing back through that back heel, we're getting a nice stretch. Feels good. I love the sun, but sometimes it makes the camera look smoky there. Bring the hands down, stepping back to downward facing dog. Taking the thigh bones back, lifting the seat bones, lifting the elbows, the armpits. Breathing. Inhaling plank, and down to the knees and back to child's pose. Moving through those modified vinyasas, we inhale forward, exhale low plank, baby cobra, elbows to the heels, all the way back. Inhaling, exhaling, one breath, one movement. Each movement has an intention to flow easily, gracefully into the next pose. And we'll hold back in child's pose, stacking the fists, breathing out into the side body. And we'll gently come up to hero's pose. Draw the knees together. Here's that train. Take the elbows back, fists back. Open up the heart. This might be as far as we go today. Or we might go ahead and lift the hips. And gently releasing. Coming up, and we'll bring that left foot forward. Coming into the lunge. I think I did this side last time. And up. I'm going to do the other side. I need to get better with the right, the left, the forward, the back. No judgment today, though. Withdrawal of the senses. Just make sure that you do both sides. And down. Taking it back to downward facing dog. So in this downward facing dog, think about the greater trochanter and the muscles that are over it as a wheel. So we're going to tip like the hips forward and bring the seat bones up in the back. Gently walking it back to forward fold. I don't know if you guys can hear that music anyway. Maybe. Think about
hollowing up the belly, shifting the weight to the inside of the feet, and moving the chest closer to the thighs. Shaking the head, yes, no, maybe. Inhaling monkey.
And circle sweeping out. Exhaling mountain pose. So we'll take it back up to the top of our mats if we're not already there. Circle sweeping up. Exhaling forward fold. Inhaling monkey.
Follow up the belly, lifting the thoracic spine and hinging at the hip. Softening the knees, taking a right lunge back. So again, we're lifting that back thigh towards the ceiling. We're taking the weight out towards the pinky toe, so we have a little internal rotation. Stepping back to downward facing dog, opening the hands, shifting the weight, lifting the seat bones, active arms, leading with the belly. A couple of deep breaths here. Keep lifting those seat bones. Inhaling plank.
So here we could draw down to the knees, or we can come down for Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, or modified. Listening to our bodies. Press the knees in, lift the hips all the way back to child's pose. Sliding the hands back as we come up to hero's pose, circle sweeping up. And bringing those hands back for camel. So again, we can start just below the booty. We want to move the ASIS forward as the belly comes forward, or reach back to the heels and open. Nice deep breaths, focusing on the third eye. Gently coming up, back to child's pose, seat the hips deep. Bring the knees together, stretching the arms out. Inhaling forward to downward facing dog. Taking the thigh bones back, lifting the seat bones. Inhaling plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, or modified. Relax the booty here. Soften. Pressing the knees in, lifting the belly all the way back to child's pose. Inhale to hero's pose. Circle sweep up. Roll the shoulders back. Here's where we come into camel. And hold. Hips move forward, hugging the scapula together in the back. Gently coming up, sitting back, hero's pose, drawing the knees together, child's pose, downward facing dog. Walking the feet up to forward fold. Inhaling monkey.
Circle sweeping up. Exhaling chair. Taking the thigh bones back. Lifting the arms, hugging those arm bones towards each other. Circle sweeping up. Exhaling, forward fold. Thigh bones move back. Inhaling, monkey. Leading with the belly. Thigh bones back. Lifting the thoracic spine, hollowing up the belly, hinging into that forward fold. Lifting the pinky toes. Softening the knees, we'll take a left lunge back. Pressing back. So opening the hands, stepping back to downward facing dog. Filling the hips, inhaling plank. Exhaling low plank. Up dog. Pressing the knees in, lifting the hips, taking it all the way back to child's pose. Lifting to hero's pose. Reaching up. We might tuck the toes under this time. As we reach back, the hips come forward. We roll the shoulders back and reach to the heels. Opening up the heart center to the sky. Gently releasing. Sitting back, child's pose, knees come together. Standing the arms out. Shifting the weight forward, downward facing dog. Lifting the seat bones up towards the sky. Inhaling plank. Low plank. Up dog. Pressing the knees in, lifting the belly, coming all the way back. Sweeping the hands back, hero's pose. Circle sweeping up, toes tuck under. Exhaling, releasing, camel pose, hips come forward. Hands go back and lift. And gently coming up. All the way back to child's pose. Shifting the weight forward, downward facing dog. And walking the feet up. Forward fold. Circle sweeping up. And chair pose. Nice deep breaths. Lift the elbows, lifting the armpits. Circle sweeping up. And drawing the hands to the heart. Good. So we're right at a half an hour. If this is your practice for today, definitely spend a little bit of time in Shavasana and withdrawal of the senses, Pratyahara. Good. So let's go ahead for the rest of us. We're going to keep going. Circle sweeping up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale. So we're going to take that right foot back. I think where I'm at here. Nice. We're going to heel toe open out to the side. My rug's moving a little bit. I'm going to step up here. Oh, that's better. Much better. So that leg is off the side. We have that dynamic tension moving back through the heel and out through the front of the knee. So let's just move deeper into that. We'll just let the hips come down. Nice opening here. And then we'll bring the back knee down, top of the back foot. Bring the hand up to the knee. Roll the shoulder back, bring the belly into the thigh. Nice. And reach up. So this moves us into an internal rotation with that back leg. And gently coming down. We'll heel toe over for pigeon. So we already have that internal rotation on the back leg now. The hip is coming down. Shoulders are rolled back. We're sitting up nice and tall. Nice deep breaths into the hips. Nice. We'll come down onto the forearms. And just rest in this pose. Bring the belly forward, lengthening the chest through the shoulders. And focusing on the third eye, we might inhale, look up, exhale back to the tip of the nose. And gently lifting. Turning the back toes under and taking it back to downward facing dog. Hands are open, wider than the shoulders. Walking the hands back. Or forward to forward fold, wherever you're at. If you want to walk the feet up, your hands back, it's all good. Let the head be heavy. Shake it out. Deep breaths into the side body, lifting the pinky toes. Knee extension, we lift the knees towards the hips, lifting up and out of that forward fold. And we'll bring that left leg up, cross over, and have a seat, balanced chair. Press the seat bones back, flex the foot. Circle sweeping up. Exhaling down. Circle sweeping up. Exhaling forward fold. Inhaling monkey, holding that monkey, shake that booty back just a little bit. Now we'll take the left foot back if we're at the top of our mat. So the right foot is forward. We're in that nice lunge position. We're going to heel toe open so the heel stays on the mat, toes off. Bring the palms down and then bring the hips down as we stretch back. We have that dynamic tension coming out through the hip and out through the back heel. Dynamic tension. Breathing. Lifting out of the elbows, the armpits, bringing the heart center forward, leading with the belly here.
And we'll bring the knee down. Lift and open the chest. Feels pretty darn good. Nice. I'm going to bring that hand in right under the shoulder, reach the other hand up. Roll the upper shoulder back and bring the belly button towards the inner thigh. And reach up. So again, we feel that internal rotation on the back leg. Breathing, lifting. And gently coming down. Heel toe over, all these little spaces that we're opening gives new information to the body. Flexing the foot, coming down. Again, we're working with that already internal rotation we have. We can sit up nice and tall. Breathing. And we might lift our gaze with our eyes closed to the third eye, exhaling, gaze to the nose. Just gently bringing it down onto the forearms. And we're going to kind of sink those forearms into the mat and just give ourselves a gentle pull forward as we roll the shoulders back and down, opening up the heart center, drawing the chin to the throat. Nice deep breaths. Might be doing this with a bolster, that's fine too. Finding that perfect place, that space for you. Keeping in mind that we're all different, we're all unique. Walk the hands up. Tuck the toes under and back and lift to downward facing dog. Walking the hands back or forward with the feet. Forward fold, wherever you're at today, making you think a little bit. Inhaling monkey, lifting up and out of the hips. Exhaling, bringing that right leg up, cross over, sit back, balanced chair. Circle sweeping up and down. Good. Circle sweeping up to the sky. Exhaling to the heart. Checking in. So each time we exhale here, let's think about pulling that energy down as the pelvic floor lifts and we meet at the heart today. So visualize that energy. We're lifting the pelvic floor, exhaling, 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 meeting at the heart. And we'll hold. And let's go ahead and take it down on the hands and knees. So let's work a little bit deeper into those poses where we can like do a deeper stretch on the quadriceps. So if you have your bolster, you can have your bolster out in front. Or you can just do these on the floor. So I'm going to have it about probably halfway. So you can see. And we'll bring the foot forward and out to the side. Good. So when we take that back leg back, we're going to be on the bolster. Bring the hands down. There we go. So we're just allowing the hips to come down. Bring the top of the foot down and back. We can bring the hand up, toes are off, knee tracking over the toes. So instead of being in here, we can be in here if we want to. But if we're out here, we can maintain that internal rotation a little bit better. Back here, I think. Let's cross the hand over. We're going to bend the back knee and reach back. So we can press down into the bolster and press into the knee. We could reach forward. We can reach up. And down. And release. Good. Let's take it back. And we'll just sit back for a little child's pose with the arms over. Again, stretch those hands out. We're lifting the forearms to the sky and just seating the hips back, letting the head come down to rest on the bolster. And then we'll go ahead and step the other foot forward. So again, the knee's going to track with the toe. We bring that thigh right into the bolster. Kind of protects the kneecap. So we're down on the top of the quad and back. We're not on the kneecap. And so we can bring the hand down for balance. Bend the knee and back. Roll the shoulder back and reach. We can brace in the front. We can come out to the front or up. Nice deep breaths. And down. And release. All the way back. Child's pose. Let's open the knees wide here. We're going to turn that bolster if you have it. Let's go ahead and pull it in for a little restorative child's pose. Oh, this always feels so good. Just gently softening into your bolster. So you'll gently come up, walk forward, and we'll do just a little back opening for the low back. Remember, every time that we exercise, we're giving our body something lovely. It's like a little gift. We'll tuck it right into the sacrum and lean back. Extend the legs out if that's an option for you. Just open and release the low back. Little restorative poses before we head out into our day today. Again, bring the focus of your awareness up to the third eye, and we might look up at the third eye and then to the tip of the nose. We do have muscles in our eyeballs. Gently move into a full body stretch. And coming up, we'll take the bolster out. I'm going to bring it underneath my knees today. That might be an option for you as well, right up against the thighs. Taking it all the way back for a little Shavasana. Time to relax. We have those days where we could just lay in Shavasana for an hour. But just for today, we'll just be here for another couple minutes. Noticing the whole body, the energy that surrounds us, the energy inside the body as well as out. We'll go ahead and move into a full body stretch. Draw both knees into the chest. Give yourself a little hug, a little love for the back. We'll take the knees to the side and gently roll up to a soft seated position. Zipping out through the spine. Good. Let's go ahead and come back for that little bit of meditation there. So we inhale, looking up to the third eye, exhaling to the tip of the nose, and maybe a little farther out. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, looking forward, over the tip of the nose. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling over the tip of the nose. Taking time today to not get caught up in the fray, to keep looking forward, to keep looking up, to not get caught in a state of reaction, but taking action. Releasing other people's ability to manipulate and control. To just be present, move in the flow, it feels better. Be who you are today. That's always a good one. Let's go ahead and finish with a deep breath up. Drawing the hands to the heart. Be present. Pick your battles today. That's the best advice I can probably give myself. Have a great and beautiful day today. Drink lots of water, get good sleep, eat clean food. Have clean, present thoughts. Talk to you later. See you on Wednesday. Namaste. Peace.